EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Zane Gonzalez set and ready to get us started, and off we go now from State Farm Stadium. Now Pollard. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. This is Elliott. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there, 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Prescott now from the 50. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
On second down, it's Drake. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Murray a give. This is Drake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Right back to Fitzgerald, this time complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Throwing on first down is Murray. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. To try again after the sack. Murray trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And the return will stop right around the 25. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
They'll run with Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big gain there on third and long. 41 yards on the ground. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports. First down. It's Elliott. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through, No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 29 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. On the return, here's Edmonds. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
39-yard line.
Murray now to throw. And this one caught by Max Williams.
Murray's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run with Drake. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Drake. Past the 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 41 yards. On first and goal, Drake. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
On second down now, it's Drake. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming.
Third and goal.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for third and goal. To Edmonds on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studio. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Murray able to connect with Christian Kirk. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Lining up for the
good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. But a really nice drive.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7.
The kickoff for Arizona.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Pollard. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 20. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
For the Cowboy field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. They'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
At their own 8-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. Third down here.
And 10 yards.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A final shot before half for Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. On the return, here's Edmonds. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground.
Kenyon.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now Murray. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. First down, Murray. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again, Murray. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Man open open left side. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Check, check. Watch it before. Watch it before. I got it. Bang, 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 bang. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. No, no, no.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, tight down. There you go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Blue there. Sure. Wall, get wall. Check 4. Check 50. Check. Lucky.
You know.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Backdoor's supposed to be awkward. If you know. That's the reason we do it.
Mike 54. I know he ain't got it. Check 37. Check 37. Hey. Check 31. You got tight right there. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off at the 22. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Tighten up. Kill. Check three. Shit. Check.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And some room to work. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm on. 54's Mike. Check it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Check. Crunch. Watch twins.
They do go for it. It's Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
36-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Murray again. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Throwing again, Murray. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Check 26, check 26. Check.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Again, it's Elliott.
2-yard line.
And he's into the clear. 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 68 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Greg Zuerlein.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Edmonds. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
33-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
11 yards there, 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray to air it out again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Cowboy ball carrier.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Isaiah Simmons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Down. 3rd and 14.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The stop made by Jordan Phillips. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They go to Elliott again. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So don't say no. Check 9.
Murray now on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Ezekiel.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
3rd down.
And that will be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. On the return is Kern. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Let's get it poppin'. Let's get it poppin'.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
He's crazy. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Show it up. Show it up. Whip, whip. Whip, whip. Easy. Quicker.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
31's the mark. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Throwing here, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Final score.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.